Good night, and welcome to Mike on the Mic, Kesha. All right, so tell me something about yourself. How long have you been living in the States?
Oh, I left Trinidad in 2001. Actually, I'm from Point 14, and I came straight to Los Angeles at that time. So I've been here for almost 19 years,
Oh, wow.
living in Los Angeles, yeah.
And what do you do exactly in Los Angeles?
Well, I am a family nurse practitioner. Family nurse practitioner is similar to a physician assistant. So what we do is we cover the doctors when they're on vacation. We have our own patients. There's certain limits that we cannot do over here due to the laws and regulations of California. But other than that, I am in the healthcare field.
Okay, and what has been your corona experience like across there in LA?
Well, there's different counties. So Los Angeles County have a lot more cases than the hospitals that I work in. I work in two different hospitals, which is in Orange County and Riverside County. I had my first case of the coronavirus patient 2 days ago. It was actually my first corona case I had since this outburst took place. But there's much more deaths and contaminated patients in Los Angeles itself, the city of Los Angeles.
All right, so we're hearing in Trinidad, right, that if you have a
Yeah.
particular gene, you'll be immune to the coronavirus.
No.
Yeah,
That's
and
not
that
the case.
gene is hygiene.
Well, that's too. You can definitely make sure you wash your hands frequently, sanitize everything, and you will be fine. That's the number one preventative measures that you need to take with coming to the coronavirus. Hand washing is important, and make sure you sanitize everything. I'm so worried about the resources that you guys have in Trinidad. You know, like the PPEs, the protective gear that is needed.
Yeah.
The coronavirus pretty much is attacking directly for your lungs. No, the blood values is fine. Your labs will be okay, but it goes straight for the lungs. So blood gases, ABGs needs to be done frequently. And the equipment that you guys have in Trinidad, you guys need to have a lot of mechanical ventilation.
Well, the Ministry of Health said that they are managing the situation, and I want to encourage people. So right now on the ground in Trinidad, they locked off the borders. I think from Sunday we're going to have limited activities, only the essential services happening. So they are taking it pretty serious.
Over here, we're doing pretty much the same thing. I just got a pass. That way I can move around. They have the LAPD is issuing tickets. There's fines if they meet you outside if you're not supposed to be outside for essential use only. And they're going to fine you. I think it's between $300 to $1,000 if they catch you outside and you're not supposed to be nothing dealing with work or getting food or anything like that. But medical employees, they do have a pass that they can use to move around.
Is there any advice you have for citizens of Trinidad?
My advice, I know you guys like to lime, but I think you guys should quarantine yourselves. Stay away from big gatherings, having limes. Stay away from outside. Even though they said that the coronavirus kills through sunlight as it gets warmer. I know you guys, a lot of typical Trinidadians like the bush remedies and the Zaba Peak and stuff. You know, do whatever it takes to boost your immune system. And if you can drink hot beverages is fine as well. And proper hygiene, hand washings. If you're feeling sick or anything like that, you can also quarantine yourself. Don't go next to the elderly because the elderly don't have the immune system that the younger folks got. So it's harder for them to fight off the virus, especially when it attacks their lungs. The virus is not pretty much like a typical pneumonia. Normally, a typical pneumonia is they go to the left side or the right side. The virus attacks your whole lung.
Yes.
Not just the left or right. And it stiffens your lungs, causing fibrosis. So the gas exchange from inside out is hard. So it's hard for the patients to get oxygenation from outside to inside because of the stiffness and the virus taking over the lungs. If you know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just Make sure you have always frequently washing your hands, have your hand sanitizer, disinfect your steering wheels everywhere. That's what I do. I just disinfect everything and try to keep, like you said, proper hygiene.
You can keep that one.
I'm going to go to work with that one tomorrow.
Going away from see, Art is not the only comedian.
Yeah, right?
Going away from the coronavirus now, you gave me some background that you have a mass band in LA.
Yes, I do. I have the name of a mass band is Mirage Mass. Yes, in Hollywood for Hollywood Carnival.
And how big is your band?
Well, it's growing. I've been doing it for 3-4 years now.
Okay.
And so far, last year we have over 400 people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's growing. Hollywood Carnival on the whole is a very small carnival. It's now time to get out there. Mm-hmm. But this is part of my hobby. I mean, my little sideline thing I do at the side for fun. So I just want to keep the culture alive, you know.
Okay.
Especially for those folks who doesn't come to Trinidad as often.
Okay. Well, I guess to be traveling will be less for now because I mean the whole scene with all the borders.
Right.
Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to add to our citizens in Trinidad and Tobago? As we close?
I would like to, if I can, I would love to come and educate the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago about this coronavirus. Mm-hmm. Because sometimes my fellow citizens of Trinidad like to take everything for a joke. Yeah. And everything is a playing thing and everything is like a laughing matter. Yes, we love to have fun, but sometimes we need to take some seriousness when it comes to this virus because it's globally, it's all over, and anyone could be affected. Not only the young ones, but also the elderly. It can affect your family. Remember, we have kids at home. So we definitely want to keep this thing under control and get rid of it as soon as possible.
Well, maybe we could do some other podcasts where we go into a formal setting where you could actually educate Trinidadians.
Right, and I can get, probably they can call in and ask questions.
Yeah. So this is an interactive forum and I'll put out when we're doing our podcast later on that we interact so I can have a list of questions and we could go through the questions for my viewers.
Right, that would be awesome. So anyone who have any questions, I'm always free to educate my fellow citizens and give back to the community as much as I can. And educate them if they need any ideas or any questions at all. I'm always here.
Okay. I want to say thank you, Kesha. Thank you for being on Mike on the Mic. It was a very informative interview, and thanks for bringing that LA perspective.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Let me get back to work now.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hi, Michael. This is one of the hospitals that I work for. And as you know, COVID-19 method of transmission is droplet, coughing, sneezing, and we try our best to avoid being coughed on or sneezed on. Please use tissue, throw it in the trash after use, after you coughed or sneeze on anyone. Preventative measures that I would like the Trinidad and Tobago citizens to take: wash your hands frequently, boost your immune system, stay at home. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands. Practice social distancing. Avoid those who are sick and stay at home if you are sick, and avoid the elderly. Right now, our hospital is on shutdown. This is our main entrance, and no visitors is allowed to enter at this point. We have a sign on the door.